Hello, my name is Melvin Caldwell, and I will serve as your host as we review and highlight the Harvey School District 152 Gwendolyn Brooks Middle School Jazz Band. We will also meet some folks that have helped these young people along the way.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Laster. I'm 11 years old and I'll be playing piano.
Hi, my name is Precious Sullivan. I'm from Gwendolyn Brooks Middle School. I'm 14 years old and I'll be playing the clarinet.
Hi, my name is Armani Hampton and I'll be playing the alto saxophone and I'm 12.
Hi, my name is Jerry L. Young and I'm 14 years old and I'm going to be playing alto saxophone.
Hi, my name is Marco Villarreal. I'm 14 years old and I will be playing the tenor saxophone.
Hi, my name is Fashion Jones. I will be playing Barry Sax and I am 14 years old and I am from Gwendolyn Brooks Middle School.
Hi, my name is Miles Hardeman. I'm 13 years old and I will be playing trumpet.
Hello, I am Laria Arnoldin. I am 13 years old and I will be playing the trumpet.
Hi, my name is Marshawn McGee. I'm 12 and I will be playing the bass guitar.
Hi, my name is Corey Tyson. I am 14 years old and I will be playing percussion.
Hello, my name is Marquise Brooks. I am 14 years old and I will be playing percussion.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel Boyce and I am 9 years old and I will be playing the congas tonight.
Hi, my name is Stan Phillips. I'm 14 years old and I'll be playing percussion.
I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Roosevelt Griffin III, the Golden Apple winner 2014, as well as the band director for the dynamic jazz band. Mr. Griffin, how are you doing this evening?
I'm awesome.
Great. You've achieved a lot.
Praise God.
Been seeing a lot of you in the newspapers lately.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about your background and how you became an educator?
Born and raised in Harvey, Illinois. I was born at Angles Hospital. I had a single mom, brother in Harvey, attended school where I actually began band at Riley Elementary at the time. Now it's Riley Pre-K, but when I went there, it was Riley Elementary, K through 6 building. But in 4th grade, I met an awesome band director who pulled me in, and I was a pretty big guy. So he did the trick on me. He said, you know what? I got the instrument perfect for you. I think you can blow a lot of air, so I want you to play the trombone. So he stuck me with the trombone. But anyway, John Weber, who started me out in music in Harvey, District 152. So he started me out and he allowed me to try several different instruments, which led me to be, I actually got a little anxious to try everything, and he allowed me to do that. But it was really when I attended high school. I had a man by the name of David Eanes that became a father to me, and it kind of took me under his wings and told me the possibilities of what can happen in college and even as an adult through music. And so I've had some awesome educators before me. So my idea of education, or even educators, is a little, I would imagine at this point, even being a Golden Apple recipient, my understanding of educators is a little different than the average, because that's what I thought education was. So what I do now what I saw back then. So as far as it relates to music, I just did what I was told to do, and what I saw in my teachers. And after high school, I received a full scholarship to Northern Illinois University. And now here's the catch: people, they assume that I have a jazz background, but the truth is I don't have my background is in classical.
Really?
Yes, I actually played in Suburban Youth Symphony Orchestra as a sophomore in high school. Tuba was my thing, so I played in all state. I was #1 in the state of Illinois on tuba, playing classical music, which led me to receive a scholarship to Northern. Cool. Okay, so my background is classical. However, when I attended Northern, I met a dynamic mentor, Ron Carter, who world-renowned educator in jazz. So I learned a lot from him. So I had an awesome experience with educators and people actually putting themselves inside in me, giving me everything that they had. So once again, I saw greatness. So I thought that was common. Okay.
Yeah.
During college, I was able to spend 5 years, not 4, 5 years with Ron Carter, and got a chance to see the world. I traveled as a professional musician for several years, learning a lot. Got a chance to spend some time with Diana Ross, and learned a lot from that experience. And so I got to a point where I decided it was time for me to give back. So I went out there to get as much as I could. Now it was time for me to come back and give to my community. So I received a call from Dr. Leela Bridges saying, hey, there's an opening. Mr. Weber is finally retiring, and brought me in. And I got a chance to shadow him for a year, which was amazing because, he dedicated his life to the band program. So I thought that was normal. So me and my wife decided to dedicate our lives to children and, serving the Lord through teaching. So that's my background. That led me to Gwendolyn Brooks Middle School.
Great. I understand that you have an athletic background as well. You played some football.
Oh yes.
In elementary school.
I did. I played baseball for Harvey Little League. I played basketball for Brooks. In high school, I played all area football player. So for college, I had an opportunity to go to college on a football scholarship, but I had to make some decisions. And the decision was to go where I had the full scholarship, and that was the music. Yeah, so and that's why I wanted to do music.
I interviewed several of the students, the kids, and they speak about you so enthusiastically. And one of the things that they mention repeatedly is discipline and keep it tight. I mean, is that your mantra? I mean, where did those phrases come from?
Well, here's the thing. I believe that music is music. No one cares if you're 5 years old or 50. Good music is good music. So what we do is we create a standard. Now the catch is dealing with children. The process may have to be different than when you deal with high school students or professionals, but the standard doesn't have to change. So I often tell them, if it ain't tight, it ain't right.
That has its own meaning as well. I mean, it comes to kids, and they said that as they're practicing, they hear that in the back of their minds that you're there saying, get it right.
Get it right, yeah.
Now I want to ask you this question, and I'm quite sure you have probably thought about it, but how did it feel to receive the Golden Apple Award?
It was very humbling and amazing because as I reflect on when they actually walked through the door, because even to be a finalist, I was just amazed and, I was grateful. But to see the Golden Apple team walk through the door, instantly I start reflecting on all of those who came before me, all of the students who sacrificed, all of the administration and board members that said, you know what, we're not going to cut this program. In fact, we're going to invest more in this program. All the people that believed in me to represent them. I'm honored, and I'm honored to receive it. But it's I just started thinking about the students and all the hard work throughout the years, and the trust that was developed and the prayers that went through. So all of those things went through my head, and even as I sit here now, I stand for every teacher in the building that work hard every day.
We really appreciate all that you've done for the children, and I see the excitement in them. And some of the parents I've talked to said that their grades have improved since they've been in band. Can you tell us how music is a motivator for academic achievement?
Well, at all levels, it's a motivator. It endorses, a core curriculum through just the process of learning music, notation and the creative aspects, and just giving students confidence. So when they walk in their English class, they believe, because when they leave my class, they believe that they can do some things, They take it and they take it outside in the hallways. You have the aspect of the musical process, which there's plenty of research that shows the relationship between that process. But then you have the leadership development among the students, the sense of community, from being in a band program. So it really affects the kids at all levels.
Great. I mean, if you had to sum up this experience over the last couple of days, what would your statement be?
To God be the glory.
It was a pleasure having you out on our show this evening, and we look forward to many great things in the future.
Thank you.
From you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have with us Mr. Tyrone Rogers, school board member for School District 152, located in Harvey, this evening. Good evening, Mr. Rogers.
Good evening, Mr. Caldwell. How are you today?
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just want to share some points with the audience this evening. When were you elected to the school board?
Well, I've been on the school board since 2004, but actually my first term on the school board was an appointment by the regional superintendent of the Board of Education for Cook County. I served for a couple of years as a board member, and my first actual election I was elected in was the year of 2007. Fortunately, I've been able to, I've been very successful, and I've been elected several times since then.
Great, great. Now, how many members are there on the school board?
Our school board carries 7 members, and it's always an odd number. In case if there's a tie, we always have one person to break that tie. So that's the purpose of having a 7-member board.
Great, great. Now, we know here in Illinois that school boards create policy and pretty much are responsible for the funding of the school district, but the priorities for the students are pretty much set by school boards. So when it comes to curriculum and music programs, how important is that to the school board in District 152?
Well, you know, Mr. Caldwell, you know, I believe as a board member that music, the arts, they play a very intricate role in the roundness of every student. Every young man and young lady that attends our school district, I feel that they should get a well-rounded education as far as curriculum, as far as the arts, the music, ballet, gym, sports, athletics. You know, all these play an intricate role in the proper education of our children.
Great, and obviously the citizens of Harvey support you and your priorities when it comes to education. What kind of things do you see in the future that the school board will be doing to even further improve education in Harvey?
Wow, that's a great question. You know, because I'm so excited about the direction that our district has been spiraling in. We have a brand new superintendent, which you'll probably get an opportunity to meet her a little later in the show. Her name is Dr. Denean Adams, and she's very excited, and she comes in and she's raring to go, and she brings in extensive knowledge of curriculum to educate our children, to bring up test scores. Board members in our community, we serve as an individual that's a voice for those that don't have a voice. People come and I'm so proud of the fact that most of the parents that's in our school district have we have the transparency to where they're always able to contact a board member in case there's an issue or a problem with their child or something, whatever may come up. We're able to intervene. Sometimes we allow the principal or the building principal or the superintendent to intervene, but then it's more of a collective bargaining amongst all the stakeholders, the parents, the teachers, the principals, the superintendent, the board members, the students. We all play an intricate part into the education of our children. As you may well know, is that our standards of education have changed recently from the Bush administration over to President Obama's administration, when we went from No Child Left Behind and where everybody is emphasizing Common Core now. Well, Common Core is it raises the bar. It's a game changer, and it makes it even for all minorities and all children to receive the same valuable education as those children in more influential communities, as opposed to some of those in more poverty-stricken communities.
Yeah, and speaking of economics, they say in Springfield that you guys are really managing in an exemplary fashion your budget.
We're very proud of that.
Here you've got a surplus.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We've got a wonderful business manager. We've had several business managers, and all of them were great. We've built 3 brand new schools in the past 6 years, and we're in the process of building 2 brand new schools now to replace some of the older ones. Yeah, we're very proud of our surplus. In South Suburban Cook County, I don't think there's any school district that has the surplus that we have, and we're very proud of that. It's not that we're neglecting to get anything, it's just that we've been able to budget our finances accordingly to where we were able to gain our surplus. And I sit as chairman of the finance committee, and I'm very proud of that, and I don't mind spending the money on the kids. Okay, I'm gonna buy them whatever they need.
They tell me you're the no man over there, that you're tight-fisted with every dollar.
Well, no, not really. Actually, we spend a lot. We spend a lot. Our kids don't want for anything. We have smart boards in every classroom, and we have 8 schools in our district, and we're very proud of that fact. So there's lots of things. Our test scores are going up due to the fact that, we have wonderful teachers. You just interviewed a Golden Apple award-winning teacher, Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin, I'm so proud of him, because, he was recruited a few years ago, and they tried to get him and bring him over to another school district. Well, we were able to keep him over because of some incentives. Well, we have lots of teachers that are every bit as talented as Mr. Griffin. Okay, he's one of many. He's an award winner, but theoretically, in my heart, we have tons of award winners right there in our district, and they're bringing the test scores up for our children. Our kids in Harvey are getting a great education, and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, well, that's obvious. We see that with your bringing in Dr. Adams, which is dynamic and
yes.
Has motivated the kids, and then you've got this Golden Apple Award winner as well.
Yes, yes.
We hope that you guys stay on the same path and further improve in your endeavors.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, Mr. Rogers.
Melvin, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Always.
All right.
Thank you. we have with us Dr. Denean Adams, Superintendent of School District 152, Harvey. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Caldwell.
I understand that you've had quite some excitement in the last couple of days.
Yes, this has been quite the week for us in Harvey. We have been able to celebrate and rejoice and receive some recognition for some of the excellence that's happening in Harvey School District 152.
Great, great. And you know, in today's political and social environment, when there's so much negativity, it's just so good to hear such good things happening with educators and students and people. But before we get into that, could you tell us a little bit about your background, which is just as interesting as well?
Certainly. I have had the honor and privilege to be selected as the new superintendent in Harvey 152 starting this past July 1. It has been a totally awesome experience to be in Harvey. I prepared for this job my entire life. My entire career I have worked to get where I am today. I am a lifelong educator. I have worked in inner city. I've worked in suburban area. I've worked in a number or a variety of different settings, and Harvey is my home. This is where I belong. I've prepared, as I said, my entire life to become the superintendent in Harvey 152, and my educational experiences have led me to Harvey 152. I have served as a classroom teacher. I have served as a dean of students. I had the very fortunate pleasure of serving as principal for a number of years. Also director, assistant superintendent, and now superintendent. So as I've said, I have had the pleasure of serving in a variety of capacities, all leading up to my position now, which is the superintendent of Harvey 152.
Well, certainly we just had school board member Rogers,
yes,
and he spoke very highly of you.
Yes.
And so we can only conclude that things are only going to just get better and be better with you at the helm.
Absolutely. We have big plans in Harvey. I have big plans for the school district. I have a very supportive Board of Education. I am learning the Harvey community, and it has been phenomenal. As I said, I do feel right at home at Harvey, in Harvey. And so I am extremely excited about our path, our future, and what we're going to do. We have had a wonderful, wonderful first year in Harvey 152.
So tell us about these dynamic jazz band members that you have then that performed for us this evening.
That band is outstanding, and you heard them for yourself, so you know firsthand how great they are. They are phenomenal. Those students are extremely talented. Mr. Griffin just brings the talent out in them, but those students are truly, truly gifted in what they do. We have seen them excel academically due to their success in the band arena, which has really helped them to grow and strengthen their skills academically as well as socially, and the performances are just what you saw tonight. This is what we get from our jazz band each and every time they perform. They are requested throughout the state to perform at different events and things like that, and so they're out representing Harvey all the time. Recently they performed at a conference. We had over 1,200 attendees in Tinley Park, and they did a phenomenal job there as well. So this is what you get. This is Harvey. This is what we give you, what you want. We make sure that we are exceeding expectations, and we do what is best for our children all the time. So this is just another example of that.
Well, obviously, Dr. Adams, your philosophy when it comes to education and the school board's philosophy are a good match. You know, and as they always say, a team is only as strong as its weakest link. And I understand that you've got quite a bit of enthusiasm and strong leadership. So knowing and having all those talents, where do you see Harvey School District 152 going in the future?
Oh, that's a very good question, Mr. Caldwell. As I've said, we have some very progressive plans, things that we'd like to see happening in Harvey. And the Board of Education is extremely supportive of those efforts. We are looking to change the path a bit. Mr. Rogers talked a lot about raising the student achievement scores. We have started to see some of that. We have implemented or will implement new curriculum coming into the district starting in the fall. We've already begun the training with the teachers. We're getting them excited. We're just moving forward. We have assessment data that shows we are really moving in the right direction and doing what's in the best interest of our students. We know that the small sampling you saw here today with the jazz band is just that. It's a small sampling of the excellence that we do have in Harvey. And so we want to shine, put the spotlight on our students. We want them to feel good about being a part of Harvey, about being a part of 152, and about excelling and us preparing them for what they have in their futures to make sure they're well equipped and can move forward in their lives and be successful.
Well, Dr. Adams, it was a pleasure having you this evening, and I'm quite sure that School District 152 can only be successful with you at the helm, as well as the school board members that are looking out for the interests of the residents of Harvey.
Thank you, Mr. Caldwell. In Harvey, we say it's all about the children, and that's what we truly believe. It is all about our children.
And it's obvious that you guys are all about the children.
Yes.
And thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much. It's been my pleasure speaking with you.